going to learn how to make Nepalese noodles. This is a dish we learned from Bangkok. We had a maid from Nepal, and she used to make this for us. And then subsequently over the years, we've had a lot of Nepalese servants. And this is a popular dish amongst the Nepalese people, and it's quite delicious. It's lovely for a Sunday morning breakfast, you know, and it fills everyone up, and it actually becomes more like a brunch because it's so filling. Mom, why am I? So let me just show you what I've prepared so far and what I am now still preparing, because it takes some time to prepare. You know, the thing with Nepalese noodles is it looks deceptively simple because you don't cook anything. You boil stuff, you prepare it, and then you mix everything. Okay, so let me turn the camera around and let me show you. So these are the noodles, and I've sent to the group already. Okay, so these are the noodles. So Mark is lifting them up. Okay,
takes a very expert hand to lift them up.
Yeah, Mark, I know we couldn't do it without you. Okay, so those are the noodles.
Yeah, they're vermicelli noodles.
Yeah. I've turned the camera around. I don't know what this is going to do to the YouTube video. Okay, but leave it as vertical. Okay, and then these are the potatoes that have been boiled and cut. Okay, normally referred to as aloo. And I'm in the process of chopping up some ginger, some garlic. Now, can you bring me another whole clove of garlic? Yeah. So you need to put a whole clove of garlic. This dish takes a lot of garlic because you have to make sure all the noodles get coated with it. And we're going to put onion both in the Nepalese noodles and in the salad. So I'm going to chop some onion, but very small. So a whole clove of garlic, okay? And then this cucumber is still in its plastic wrapping. We're going to wash this and we're going to chop it julienne. And then we also have lemon juice here. This is the juice of 3 lemons. And if you could take out the spring onions also. Spring onions are quite delicious in this salad, in the julienne salad. Okay, so these are the ingredients so far. And over here, I have prepared for the taḍka, which I will show you later. We're going to do 2 taḍkas. You know, one taḍka is going to be for the noodles. And in that, we're going to place oil as well as just the garlic. And then we're going to put some chili powder. This is Kashmiri Mirch and haldi. Okay, so turmeric and chili powder are the only 2 ingredients that are going to go. I do have spring onion. Never mind. If we can't find it, it's no big deal. Okay, and then later on when we do taḍka for the salad, we're going to taḍka it with Kashmiri Mirch, rai, which is mustard seed, and hing. Okay, I'll pull out the Kashmiri Mirch later. So we have now, we're going to come back. Put the camera back up. Okay, so Nepalese noodles, starting again, right? Few technical errors to start with. Okay, so with the Nepalese noodles, I showed you the noodles, the potatoes, the garlic, and we also have peanuts, which have disappeared. I've had them outside, but where did they go? I left them here. Did you pick them up?
No.
I left them right here. Okay, we'll find them. But oh yeah, I put them in the microwave. Okay, so we have here the peanuts, which I have roasted, and these roasted peanuts I'm going to grind in the mortar and pestle. With the mortar and pestle, they're right here. It's light. So I put them in for a final round of. They're nice and crunchy now. They've been nicely roasted. So we have here the noodles, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to make all the noodles right now. I'm going to make a certain portion because this bowl isn't big enough for so many noodles. Julie, maybe I'll leave some for you to mix if you want later on. So we have the noodles here. We have the potatoes. Okay, these have been chopped. As you can see, the pieces are like this big. this big, okay? And I'm going to leave some of the potatoes. If Julie wants to try making her own, I can give her the raw materials, okay? So you can mix your noodles and potatoes. And what you'll find is that the potatoes tend to go towards the bottom. And that's okay. That's okay. That's fine for the potatoes to go towards the bottom. So we have here quite a ton of garlic, the whole clove of garlic, as I mentioned. And I haven't finished chopping all of it, so I am now going to. We could have pounded it, but I started chopping because I was at the. So I'll just continue chopping it. I'll just continue chopping it, and sorry, it's quite sticky, so it's not behaving itself. All right, so this takes a long time. Otherwise, you can just.
I have to see who it is.
Okay, leave the.
No, anyway, it's gone now. So that's, what is that, the garlic?
It's just all garlic. It's just a whole clove of garlic. Like I said, one of the main ingredients in this dish is the taste of the garlic. Because if you don't put enough garlic, you're not going to have a good dish. Okay? So and by the time you roasted the garlic, you fried it, it's not going to be strong like raw garlic. You know, it's going to be all fried up, and it'll mix so well with the ingredients. The best part of this is you have a nice combination of salty, sour, spicy, you know, and then you have the rice noodles, which are very filling, so it's like a lunch almost, you know. And you have the potato, which is also very filling. Okay, so you know, I had a lot of things to do this morning, otherwise this was on the agenda for them. Anyway, we're almost done. There's two more. The last one. Now, when you chop the onion, there's one thing you need to know. Don't put too much onion in your Nepalese noodles because it's raw onion, and the raw onion is very strong, so you can't overdo it. All right. So you put less than a quarter onion. Like these are huge onions we get over here. Okay. So you would want to put less than a quarter onion in this dish, but I'm going to need some for the salad also. So I'll just take another quarter, and we'll see how much we use. Okay. So I'll just remove the skins, and I'll be back. Just keep it focused there. Okay, here's the onion. And all right, so, okay, you can see what I'm doing, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm chopping the onions, as you can see, into very, very fine slivers. And when you do the salad, you chop it into even finer slivers because you're going to julienne the cucumber. So a lot of the skill in making Nepalese noodles is knowing the size of the different parts that you have to put together. So this is a quarter. I think I'll use a quarter for the noodles and 1/8 for the salad. I'll cut the ones for the salad even thinner. Okay. So these are the onions. Let me see. Yeah, you can see it. These are the onions for the noodles. Now we're going to do the onions for the salad. And I'm going to cut it even finer. This is a very sharp knife. I want it even finer and even smaller. Okay, so that's enough for the salad, I think. That's enough. You don't want too much onion. Right? So that's for the salad. This is for the noodles. And now what we're going to do is we are going to, can you hold it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to now fry the garlic. So if you could focus here now. Now you have quite a lot of garlic, so you want to make sure that you have enough oil for the garlic. And while the oil is, it's okay, leave that, Mark, from here. While the oil is heating up, I've lost my salt. Just give me a second. While we're waiting for the oil to heat up, I'm going to salt the noodles. So, later on we'll add lemon. So you want to make sure you turn your noodles well, salt them well, salt the potatoes.
Did you add any salt earlier to the potatoes?
Nothing. No salt has been added to anything. Potatoes were boiled with the skins. And you can always taste it afterwards and see. All right. So I'm going to. Yeah, the potatoes always just migrate to the bottom, and that's okay. Okay, so this thing has been salted. Now we're going to do the garlic. Okay. I'm going to leave some of this for Julie's batch. We're going to do one more batch afterwards because the bowl wasn't big enough. So I'm going to do the whole saute for both batches, but I'm only going to put in maybe 2/3 of it and leave the other 2/3 for the next batch after that. Okay. So we have here now. I'm going to put in the whole clove of garlic. And the only other two things that are going to go into this are the haldi and mirch. Okay.
Take that piece off, otherwise it will smell the whole house.
And I'll put it on a small burner. It's on the last burner. Okay. So basically, the reason you're putting quite a lot of oil is because you want the noodles to be separate. They're quite separate. One of the techniques of, if you can put the camera in, one of the techniques when you're boiling the noodles, leave it, let me cook. Okay. When you're boiling the noodles, you want to make sure that you don't boil it for too long. Otherwise, they'll stick together and they'll get mushy and everything. You want to maybe, when you get the water boiling, put the noodles in for maybe 30 seconds to 60 seconds, not too much. And even if it's not boiling, even if the water is hot, you can still put it in and take it out. It doesn't have to be boiling, for the noodles too, because they're already very thin noodles. They cook very, very fast, okay? Okay, now you can pan back here. All right, so we have this on the small burner. And get your garlic nice and golden brown. We're not putting on the exhaust.
Let me open a window. Just hold this.
Yeah, go open the window then. Yeah. So Mark will just go get a window while we're doing this. And I'll be putting in the haldi and the mirchi. So once my other hand is free, I'll open the Kashmiri mirchi. Later on, I'm going to use the Kashmiri mirch for the taḍka, for the cucumber. This dish is so rich that it really needs something to break the richness of it. And the cucumber salad is the perfect thing. It's the totally perfect thing so that you have a certain amount of, raw, fresh salad with it, and it goes so well when you make it with the salad. Okay. Can you come and hold it again? That's enough, I think. Okay. Come. Okay. So it's not yet golden brown, but we're getting there. I put it on low fire because, you know, I didn't want it to burn. And so now, normally in a dish, I would add about a quarter teaspoon of, but I'm going to add twice as much. So this is probably about a half teaspoon. And if you need more, you can always add more because you don't want your noodles to be colorless, you know. Yeah, I might need all of this for this batch. We'll have to cut more garlic for the second batch. Okay. So this is the haldi, it's done. And I'm going to add about 3/4 of a teaspoon of the Kashmiri Mirch. And that's it. Those are the only spices that go into this dish. The garlic, turmeric, and the chili powder. And make sure you keep it on low fire so you don't burn the chilies. Because if you burn it, it's going to give it a whole different flavor. And this gives a really nice color to the Nepalese noodles also. And it gives a nice aroma. It gives the chili flavor. And by the time we finished adding the lemon, and we add the peanuts for the crunch, and we add the onions, and then we eat it with the salad. Yummy. It's going to be amazing. Okay. I mean, I know I didn't wait for us to see the color of the garlic. You can begin to see it a little bit over here. We could cook it a little bit more. It's on low fire. So I don't want the chili to burn. So the trick is in making sure the garlic is nicely brown, and also that you should cook the haldi and mirchi, the turmeric and chili. It should be cooked. It shouldn't have a raw flavor to it, you know. Okay, so we're gonna turn off the gas now, and we'll take it to the. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this whole batch just for this, you know, and see what a lovely color it gives to the noodles as you're putting them. Really, and you can hear it's actually spluttering as we pour it on. So let me just do this much. Let me mix this, and then I'll pour the rest. Okay. So you just take your tongs and you want to mix now, so that this whole. All the noodles get nicely colored, the potatoes get nicely colored. It's literally crunching. You can hear it almost as if I'm throwing peanuts in there, because these are nice fried pieces of garlic. And you know what? If you find after you finish mixing it that the color is still too bland, you can just saute a little more garlic and throw it in. So nothing is final till it's tasted and done. It's trial and error till you get it the way you want it, you know. One thing I'm really grateful for in the Anandani family is all of us, all 6 of us, mom, dad, all 4 of us kids, we have a great sense of taste. So make sure we taste the food. Make sure we taste the food before finally serving it to everyone else, because that's the final test, you know, if it's good or not. And if it isn't, don't just serve it like that. Adjust it. You want to adjust the lemon, adjust the lemon. You want to adjust the peanuts, adjust the peanuts. Okay. Now we're going to take the peanuts and we're going to so we have our mortar and pestle here, and I'm going to take the peanut and maybe everything is fresh. These are fresh raw peanuts that I just freshly roasted. It's fresh garlic, fresh cucumber, fresh noodles just boiled, fresh potatoes. I was thinking of preparing the potatoes last night. I said no. It's much better when it's fresh, you know. So, you know, if you realize the difference between fresh and not fresh, then that's when the difference comes out in the taste also. So make sure your peanuts are well roasted, you know, so they give it a nice crunch when you're eating. They don't all have to be in pieces. Some could be just, you know, in halves, quarters. Some could be just powdered. Doesn't matter. Nice combination. Okay, so this is the first half, and I'll put it right there. I'll just pour it in, and we'll do the second half. It looks like it's a very simple dish, but it's actually quite labor intensive. Even cutting the cucumber, julienne cutting, it takes time. But it doesn't take time to eat it. You can eat it. You can eat a whole big red bowl. I'll show you the red bowls we've had since my daughter was little. You can eat a whole big red bowl and still eat another half a bowl afterwards. Okay. So here's the other half, and let's put that in. Okay, so we had the noodles, potatoes, salt, chili powder, turmeric, garlic. Now I'm going to mix in the peanuts. For the crunch, you can really hear it. You can actually hear the peanuts clanging against the bowl. Okay, so we have this. Now we're going to add in the onion, okay? So we have here the onion. We chop this onion, not too much, okay? You put too much onion, it's going to destroy the dish. It's really going to make it, oh, too spicy, and you're going to go crazy trying to eat it, you know? So you have to estimate just the right amount of onion for this thing. Okay, now we're going to put in the lemon juice. And let me get the spoon. You want to make sure you have enough. This is 2.5, right?
Three.
Lemons, three lemons. Okay.
I think you'll need all three.
Yeah, I'm going to need all three.
Quantity.
And we can always, you know, squeeze more for another batch. So let me just mix it a little bit. So the lemon is all in the top layer. Now I'm going to transfer the top layer to the bottom, and the bottom layer to the top. So we can now juice the other side. Yeah, oh, we need to save some juice for the salad. We may need a little more juice for the salad. Okay. So now I'm going to mix it thoroughly. It's almost ready. What it's missing is, if you have spring onions, which I had bought, but we can't find them, they're in the fridge somewhere.
You need dhania.
Dhania. Yeah. Now
Let
the
me
next
chop
thing.
the dhania.
No. You hold the camera.
Okay.
You can't be doing too many things. Okay. Now, if you find the ratio of potatoes is too little or too much, you can adjust it accordingly, you know. So I'm now going to get this. I've already washed my coriander, and I've washed it, I've rinsed it, and now I'm going to chop up. You need quite a lot of coriander. And I'm going to take out the yellow leaves, leave only the good ones. And chop off. This is where the rubber band was tied, so chop off all this bottom part. We could use it, but I would need to wash it again, so for demonstration purposes, I'm going to just throw it away. All right, so make sure you have no more bad leaves in there. This is about, I would say, about half a packet of the $1 dhania that you get. So I don't know how much it is in grams. Okay. Wow. A lot of bad ones in this. Okay. So once you made sure you've got only good dhania, then you can start chopping it.
Hi there, Auntie. Just to let you know, this thing will end in 10 minutes.
Okay. So
if
we
it
can start
ends, I'll
another
send.
one. Yeah, when this is over, we'll start another one for the salad. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you send the link, or you have to wait till?
Yeah, no, I'll start scheduling something right now, and I'll send out the link shortly.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So you want to have your chopped coriander, and all right, I'll let Mark taste it. So you put in all your chopped coriander into your. All right, there we go. And now you mix your whole thing up. If you have spring onion, you can also put spring onion, but we already have purple onion. So, if you don't have spring onion, it's fine. It's fine. One more thing I want to say, since we're in lockdown and we want to eat more kalonji, because kalonji has the hydrochloroquine or whatever it's called. If you wanted to, you could add kalonji to the taḍka, or you could just add it plain. I find that it tastes good in everything. I sometimes the warm-up parathas, I put kalonji on it. I make dosa, I put kalonji in it. Everything. I'm trying to use more of the kalonji because they say you should have about 7 grams of kalonji a day, which is onion seed. So I'm not going to put it in today because I want to show you the authentic recipe. But I'm going to show you what the seed looks like. This is kalonji seed. It's called black seed. You have black seed oil also, and so many
Julie,
things.
that's the Nigella seed.
Nigella seeds, yeah, Nigella sativa. Okay, so if you want, you can put that in the taḍka, or you can put it here now, even raw, without doing it in the taḍka. And your salad and your noodles are now ready. See, they're a lovely yellow color. If you wanted more yellow than this, you can certainly go ahead and add more of the.
And do you need to add the remaining taḍka on top?
Actually, no, I think it's enough. I was gonna let's leave it.
Let me taste.
Okay. Yeah, you want to taste it?
Let me get a fork.
We'll get a fork and taste it, and we'll see. Otherwise, we'll now. And we'll start cutting.
Okay, that's the finished product. So, Kavita, you got it?
Okay, just tell them we added more salt and we added more onion.
Yeah, while you all were gone, we added a little bit more salt and a little bit more onion. Dayu likes less onion, I like more onions. So we had to compromise somewhere.
Okay. That's good. So we have the onion.
Sorry, did someone have a question?
And we're going to start the
No,
salad now.
Thank you.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Pooja.
Oh, hi,
Hello.
welcome.
Hi. I have a question, sir. Is it rice noodle or any other thing?
It's rice noodles.
Rice noodle, no? Okay, thank you,
I
sir.
will show you the package. Okay.
Yeah,
I will show you the
Okay.
package. I've sent it to the group already, but let me show you the cover. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
it's vermicelli rice noodles.
Yeah. If you could focus on that one.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Not the glass noodle. Yeah, vermicelli rice.
And I've already sent the
Yeah.
book when it was full before I
Can I find it easily in
in the
India?
group. It's in the
Yeah, you can find it.
Okay.